What's false is learning is a young person's pursuit. The truth, learning is a lifelong journey. Aging does not have to mean stagnation, and no matter what stage of life you are in, there are always new things to learn and explore. In this video, we'll explore what research says about cognitive aging, what the best age is to learn new things, and how to tap into the best learning processes as an older adult. In case you knew, I am Cyn Meyer, the founder of Second Wind Movement and a life coach for older adults who are striving to turn their retirement years into their best years full of purpose and meaning. And of course, a big part of that is keeping your mental faculties strong and healthy for as long as possible. To help you grow and continue to strive to be your best self, which by the way is someone that both you and your loved ones truly enjoy and want to be around, let's dive into today's topic of cognitive aging. What is cognitive aging? Cognitive aging is a normal process that all adults experience as they age. It's simply the natural decline in mental abilities that comes with getting older. This can include things like memory loss, difficulty focusing and paying attention, and poor judgment. But while it can be a scary prospect for some people, it doesn't have to be. Once you get to know the nuances of cognitive decline and normal aging, you can pinpoint specific issues to better manage the decline. For instance, there is a big difference between normal aging and dementia. And here's a comparison of memory that declines versus remains stable with age. You can see that delayed free recall, where you remember something straight from recall without a cue, source memory, which is where info came from, and prospective memory, remembering to do a future action, those do decline with age. And yes, 100%, these overall changes can be so frustrating. But what does remain stable with age is recognition memory, which is retrieving info when given a cue, like telling a story correctly when given yes or no questions. Temporal order memory, remembering the time or sequence of past events, and procedural memory, which is how to do something. It's also important to remember the declines on the left are normal and everyone experiences them differently. It's not all doom and gloom, and there are a number of things that you can do to protect yourself against cognitive decline, which I'll cover at the end right after we answer what is the best age to learn new things. We looked into the existing psychology research to see what science says is the best age to learn new things. And studies suggest that the best age to learn is from ages 4 to 12. But that does not mean that older adults cannot benefit from learning. And in fact, old brains can and should learn new tricks. A study conducted in Toronto by the Rotman Research Institute at Baycrest Center for Geriatric Care revealed that seniors can do just as well as younger adults on visual short-term memory tests. Older adults just use different parts of their brains to compensate for cognitive aging. Another study found that when older adults commit to learning multiple new skills at the same time, they increase their cognitive abilities to levels similar to those of 30-year-olds. In other words, with constant dedication to learning, you can keep your mental acuity. And if you're familiar with our content, you know one of our favorite topics is leveraging the power of neuroplasticity, which is your brain's ability to create new neural pathways in your brain until the day you die, which means you are meant for lifelong learning. Your brain is very capable of it and it's designed for it. And one of the best ways to keep your brain active, healthy, and engaged is by being creative. A common myth about aging is that creativity declines with age. It's understandable that this stereotype exists because our culture caters to it, starting sadly with children. A meta-analysis of almost 300,000 scores suggests that we're experiencing a creativity crisis. The researchers found that creativity starts declining in young children and severely stunts growth. Apart from originality, all other scores have decreased over the years, meaning creative thinking declines overall with age. Put another way, children are being taught to stunt their creativity, to fit into the confines of the school system, which makes sense because often our culture's environment is geared towards standardized tests and sticking to the rules. So this makes it even more critical for older adult learners to develop their creativity. Learning and creativity go hand in hand. And as Chase Jarvis, who's a renowned creativity enthusiast, leading entrepreneur, and the author of Creative Calling puts it, learning is the lifeblood of creative work. The more you know how to do and the better you become at doing it, the deeper your understanding of your work and the richer and more interesting it will be. This means you must develop the meta skill of learning itself. Creativity is also a key ingredient for a joyful life. When you're creative, you're constantly expanding your horizons and discovering new aspects of yourself and the world around you. It can be easy, though, to get bogged down in doubts and fears as you age. And I do hear about this often in private coaching sessions. It's a big topic as you enter retirement. So it's extra important to keep your mind open and allow yourself to explore new possibilities. I want to add a caveat here that creativity does not necessarily refer to the visual arts only. There are so many formats beyond visual arts like writing, speaking, music, dancing, brainstorming, inventing, and so many other non-tangible ways of putting novel ideas and novel concepts together. Either way, creativity is worth cultivating in your own way. Plus, research suggests that adults who possess creative thinking capabilities compensate for and adjust to the unavoidable age-related losses. So don't be afraid to let yourself loose and explore the world of creativity and learning as a duo. How older adults continue learning. The older adults who continue learning and pursuing new projects are both impressive and inspiring. Many older adults have spent their entire lives pursuing knowledge and learning new things, and they show no signs of stopping. Whether it's taking classes at a local community college, which is the more traditional idea about learning, or continuing to work on personal projects and being creative, these older adults are a testament to the power of lifelong learning. For instance, we have several lifelong learners in our Rewire My Retirement community. They're pursuing exciting new endeavors and continuing their learning, like Danny Van Leeuwen, who after 15 years since being diagnosed with MS is thriving because of his lifelong effort to learn and grow. With a bustling list of meaningful weekly activities ranging from consulting on a variety of healthcare companies and boards to playing his saxophone, to say his retirement life is fulfilling is an understatement. Likely the activity with the highest initial learning curve, Danny learned how to publish an active blog and podcast called Health Hats, which currently sits at 218 podcast episodes as of the recording of this video. And take Sue Camayon as another successful Rewire My Retirement student who proactively set up her retirement life before actually retiring so that she could have something exciting and purposeful to retire to. She learned how to hone her writing skills and follow through with her passion projects in a brand new way that's leading to her success in publishing not one, but 2 books. As of the recording of this video, she is at the start of her book launching journey for her first book. If you want more inspiring stories, we have a big long list of inspiring, successful retirees who are lifelong learners, and also our video on 10 late bloomers. So I will leave a link to that content in the description below this video. Either way, you can pursue your own learning and active aging. You just need to first gain clarity, which is a big foundational step that most people miss. It requires inward action and it's invisible, but that will reveal your innate passions and what naturally lights you up. Clarity first before taking any external steps. But if you've got that, and if you're just starting out and you want to explore some ideas and opportunities, you can try checking out these creative learning sites. Creative Live, Masterclass, Skillshare, Udemy, and of course, there's our signature learning program, Rewire My Retirement. No matter the path that you take, it is encouraging to see so many older adults continuing to learn and grow and turning their retirement into the beginning of a big growth journey where you fully pursue your passions and your excitement and joy and purpose during this very important life phase. This is exactly why I do what I do, to redefine the traditional retirement where it's a life of leisure only. There are so many more possibilities for you, and you have unique gifts to share. The world needs them. And to quote our eldest Rewire My Retirement student so far, our youngest being 49 and our oldest being Annabelle Marshall, who joined at age 92, she imparts her wisdom: when you stop learning, your world becomes smaller and smaller. And the larger your world, the more positive and pleasant you are to be around. Thank you so much for being here and for striving to be your best during retirement. We need more people like you to help shift our culture to be better. So please like, share, and subscribe and comment on this video. Every engagement that you make with our videos helps us do our job better of creating helpful content for this very important audience of older adults. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.